It's Miss C, and I'm back and so excited to see you. We had a time, didn't we? This lesson, we are exploring another core element of design. It's called shapes. Repeat after me. Shapes. Good job. Let's spell it. S-H-A-P-E-S. Shapes. Good job. Give yourself a round of applause. It's a new lesson, which means we have another Chronicles of Did You Know with Cash. Everyone give a round of applause for Cash the Cursor. Did you know that there are around 500 million different shapes in the world? You heard me right. 500 million different shapes in the world. That's awesome, isn't it? All right, let's say bye to Cash. Shapes are different types of basic forms or patterns that objects can have. Shapes can be in the form of 3D or 2D. Something tells me you know a few things about shapes. Let me hear it. See, I knew it. Give yourself a round of applause. Here are some examples of shapes. Circle. It's a round shape with no corners or edges. Square. A shape with 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. Triangle. A shape with 3 sides and 3 angles. A rectangle. A shape with 4 sides, 2 of which are longer than the other 2, and 4 right angles. An oval, which is a shape similar to a circle, but slightly different. A diamond, which is a shape with 4 sides that are the same length, but are not at all right angles. A star, which is a shape with multiple points or angles, usually 5 or 6. And last one, a heart, which is a shape that resembles the traditional symbol for love. It has a curved top and the bottom is pointed. Now let's do a little scavenger hunt. Can you find some examples of shapes around me? Awesome, you did amazing. Let me show you what I found. There is a star, a circle, and guess what? The table is a rectangle. Awesome job, friends. Just like colors, shapes have meaning and can impact how a person feels. Join me as I show you different meanings of different shapes. Circles can mean wholeness or eternity. Squares can mean stability or honesty. Triangles can mean strength or creativity. Rectangles can mean order or harmony. Stars can mean guidance or hope. Hearts can mean love or kindness. Crosses can mean sacrifice or faith. Diamonds can mean strength or purity. As a part of this lesson, I would like to share another tool I use when I'm designing. This tool is called Adobe Express. I will show you how you can create amazing designs just by using shapes. Join me.
Hey friends, so we're going to explore Adobe Express. Say after me. Adobe Express. Awesome job. So let's get started. So you're going to go to adobe.com/express. Again, adobe.com/express. After you go to the website, you're going to go to Get Adobe Express Free. Now, by this time, you should have already created an account with your grown-up, but it's okay if you haven't. Please do so that you can use this platform. So I already have an account, and what I love about Adobe Express is that they've made a commitment to always keep it free, which means you get to design for free when you use this platform. So let's go ahead and we'll start with a template. So we'll start with an Instagram square post and we'll do create from scratch. So now we have this, what I call a 4x4 artboard. That's what we like to call it in the world of design. So this is called a 4x4 artboard. Why is it called 4x4? Because the sides are all the same length and there's 4 of them. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right, so what we're going to do today is that we're going to have some fun and we're going to create, ready? drum roll, we're gonna create a rocket ship using shapes. Isn't that cool? All right, let's get started. So as I am designing, I'm gonna call out the different shapes that I'm using, and you'll have a chance to create this too. Let's get started. So I'm gonna go to Elements, which is right here. If I click it, it'll have Design Assets, Backgrounds, Shapes. Now what we're gonna use today is we're gonna use shapes. Now what do you think the first shape we should use is? I think you guessed it right. So we're gonna use a rectangle. Oh, I don't think that's a rectangle. Let's delete that. So how you delete is you're going to press the delete button on your screen. Cool? So let's pick a rectangle. I think this is more of a rectangle. I'm going to click it. I'm going to hold down the shift button on my screen or on my computer, and I'm going to turn it. And as I'm turning it, do you see how the numbers are changing? That's exactly what you want so that it's perfect. So now I'm going to hold down the shift button, and I'm gonna go ahead and press this circle button right here on top. I'm gonna make it a tad bit bigger, just like that. And then I'm gonna put it in the center. What I love about Adobe Express is that if you see these lines as I'm pressing, the two lines, the one that goes down and the one that goes across, we call that horizontal and vertical. Horizontal and vertical. These two lines help me to know if my design is centered, which means if it's directly in the middle of our artboard. Remember, this thing is called an artboard. So now I'm going to go ahead, just to make it a bit longer, I'm going to click this little button right here, and I'm going to go up like that. And then I think we have to recenter this. So let's try it again. Do you think it's centered? I think it is. So this shape is called a rectangle. Good job. Now we won't change the colors just yet, but we will soon. Actually, let's change it now. So let's say we made this color, this shape, green. Let's use green. They offer you, remember we talked about last time, color palettes, but we're going to create our own colors this time. So I'm going to press Customs. I want this to be green, so I'm going to use this circle here, and I'm going to drag it till it gets me to a green that I want. And on this one, I'm going to drag this circle and go to any green that I want. So let's say I want to use this green. Cool. So now I'm going to click off, and I'm going to click into our artboard like this. Boom. Good job, friends. The next shape that we're going to use is, what do you think we need to add? A triangle. So let's scroll and see if there are any triangles for us to use. Try this one. Nope, no triangle here. Oh, I think we found it. So I'm going to pick this triangle because I like that one. I'm going to select it, and then it shows up on my artboard, remember? So now I'm going to press Shift, and I hold down the Shift button on my keyboard, and I'm going to press this to make it bigger. Ready? All right, and now I'm going to drag this to the top, but I think we don't have enough space. We might have to make this a little smaller. So I'm going to make this smaller by pulling this down. Remember the circles here? That's how we make it big or small, but we're going to make it a little smaller, like that. And then let's align it a bit more, just like that. What do we think? Perfect. So that's the second shape. It's called a triangle. Good job. Now let's make this, let's make it red. This reminds me of Christmas. Let's make it red. Okay. Now we have to add another shape. What shape do you think that is? I think you guessed it right. So we're going to pick another triangle, but it's a bit different than this first one. So now we're going to make it smaller again by pressing the sides. Where do you think this is supposed to go? Good job. We're going to put it at the side here, just like that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I want to create another triangle, but I'm going to teach you a way to do it. So instead of having to create this triangle again, I'm going to go ahead and what we call duplicate it, which means make a copy of it. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to press this button right here, press it, and look, it created another triangle that's the same thing as this one, but I made another one. Now, we're going to want to put it here. There's one more step we have to do, And this is called flipping it, right? Flipping. That sounds like a funny word. Now we're going to go over here, and we either have the option to flip it horizontally or we have the option to flip it vertically. Now let's see what it looks like if I flipped it vertically. Is that what we want? I don't think so. So we're going to go ahead and press it again so it goes back to normal. Now we're going to press it horizontally. Is that what we want? I think so. This is looking awesome, friends. All right, so let's go back over here. I think we need another rectangle. Let's add it. We're going to make it a tad bit smaller. Remember using this little button up here, dragging it down. Now we're going to drag this to the bottom of the first rectangle. I think we're going to change the color to, let's change it to, I think we'll change it to blue. I like it. All right, so now we're going to try another shape. What shape do you think we're going to use? I think you guessed right. So let's add a circle. There we go. And now we're going to make it a tad bit smaller. Remember using the side tool right here to make it smaller. And we're going to add the little window that's on a rocket ship. So that's window number 1. We're going to change this color to make it, actually, let's keep it this color. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a border. So the border will be, I'll show you really quick. It'll be a line around the circle. So we have a border here. We're going to change the color to a lighter green. Now we can make the border really big or really small, but we're going to do it kind of medium, like this. Awesome job, friends. You're doing an awesome job watching and learning because you're going to get a chance to do this later. Now we're going to add some more shapes. I think we're going to add a triangle. Let's see. So we're going to use this triangle. Now we're going to change the colors. We're going to change it right now before I move it. We're going to change it to orange. Why? Because that's going to become the flames on the bottom of the ship, the rocket ship. So we're going to make it just a little bit smaller, and we're going to flip it. Remember how we flip it? Or turn it? Rotate it, rather, is the right word. Rotate it. We're going to turn it. We're going to hold down the shift button on our keyboard and turn it like this. Awesome job. We're going to put it on the bottom. So that's the first one that we're going to add. Now remember, we're going to duplicate it, which means make a copy of it. So we're going to go to this button up here, and we're going to make another copy, and we're going to put it like this right in the middle. There, good job, friends. All right, I think we have to duplicate it or make a copy one more time. So let's press this button up here, and it gives us one more. And look, so now we have flames at the bottom of our rocket ship. It's pretty awesome. Now, I think we could add one more thing. What do you think it's missing? I think I'm going to add one more triangle. All right, so we're going to make this just a little bit smaller. And we're going to hold down the shift button and turn it, rotate it like this. Good. And now we're going to make this red, like the red that we have here. Awesome job, friends. Now, I just showed you how to make a rocket. How awesome is that? And you're going to have a chance to make a rocket too. And you can change the colors and add shapes as you like. But I look forward to seeing what you all create after watching this video.
I think you're beginning to understand how wonderful this tool is and how easy it is to design using shapes. After this lesson, you will have a chance to do exactly what I did. How awesome is that? First, you will use pieces of paper, and next, you'll go ahead and use Adobe Express. I've discovered that you can design with or without a screen. I want to empower you to be able to do the same. I look forward to seeing your marvelous creations. Until next time, creative geniuses, bye!